To cut loose on the south side. We don't know if it is going to carry all the way through the 38.2%, which we have projected here or been waiting for since many days now. But I think it's high time that it drops towards the 750 mark, and that would be better for another entry on the long side. Now, alternately, this could be unfolding. The recent pattern could be unfolding as a diagonal as well. I don't know if it is trying to unfold or if it's not. No, it's not a diagonal because that is 5 up, 3 down, another 5 up, 3 down. So ending diagonals are normally 3 3 3 3 3 structures. You never know if it is still wanting to unfold. If there is an internal ABC here, and if it is unfolding as a diagonal, we are going to witness one more high above 20, above that particular mark, 954. We are going to witness one more high above that, and before the collapse. Now, if prices continue to drop lower from here and they break below the 815 mark, that would indicate that a potential top is already in place, and prices are now beginning to drift lower towards 725 mark. All right, we are waiting. It's better to wait for. I think we are still a couple of hundred points, not a couple of hundred points, but 150, 60 points lower away from an entry, a potential buy entry that could trigger Euro USD further higher. All right. Now this is the problem when it happens when you're completely booking profits uh, in the short term and want to buy again. This is sometimes happens that we cannot find an entry, and we might have to wait for a bit longer period as well. But hopefully, looking at the RSI, the RSI has already diverged, and it is now beginning to cut loose on the south side. Uh, uh, as the RSI drifts towards the 40 mark, I think that price action should also drift towards 725. I don't know if it would be wanting to drift so much, but an RSI around 40 and a price action around 725 would be an ideal situation to build on the long side again. And tell you what, the upside for Euro USD is it's already there, 1.11, and ideally it's not going to stop at 1.11 as well. It's actually heading north above that particular high, 1.1275, right? So until 1.1275 is broke on the north side, I think bulls are expected to remain in control, well in control, I would use the word. All right. Now, aggressive traders, if just in case if you are inclined to add positions now, uh, please be advised that it's not good to add completely. Okay, just in case if you want to add, it could be divided into 3 or 4 portions, the total equity capacity. I mean, you can take one small portion here and remaining at each 50, 60 pips lower, and keep adding so that just in case it doesn't really drop towards the 725 mark, we can at least remain partially long over, because from 725 it's expected to go till 1200. That's another 500 points rally. So if you are inclined by any means, then there's nothing wrong in adding positions gradually between now and 725. But remember, please, the stop loss is not changing. It's going below this 28th of February low around 1.0350. All right. And one more thing to note is there is a resistance which is being taken out right now. You can see that. That resistance has already been taken out, right? And prices could ideally prices should provide a pullback or produce a pullback before resuming on the higher side again, before resuming turning higher again. So it's not unusual if you see prices dropping lower. We wait for. We are also waiting to issue fresh long calls in the portal around the 725 mark. All right. So 725, 750 is our desired price level in for Euro USD. If we look and go back towards the dollar index now, I think the chart is already prepared. And as you can see, the price action is beginning to cut loose on the north side, about 10360 6065 now. And please wait for a drift higher, push higher towards 105 levels. And going forward, if you find 105, then it would be nice to initiate short positions there. And when stop loss goes around 107.60, that's about that. It's going to place around 108 if required. And soft target, I've used the word soft target because 101.50 is not where bears are expected to end. In fact, if it's an extended wave 3, where the third wave is extended, then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, I think that we've taken that target itself, and that will be just wave 3 and the third wave. Sorry, this could be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. There's going to be wave 4 and 5 again, which is going to be minute wave 3. That's all. I need to push this minute wave 3 even lower. All right, and then we've got to have minute wave 4 and then minute wave 3 again. So if you calculate, or if you uh, have an idea about where this fifth wave would go and end, it should be somewhere within the vicinity of 95 and 97. So by all means, if you start calculating from right now 103.65, there are about 800 points to be given on the south side, brothers. And that's why I'm saying it's not a bad idea to start selling in a very small portion between now and 105, because we've got 150 points here. So maybe if you distribute or divide your equity into 3 or 4 portions, that is each portion at around 50 pips, it would be good. It's not a bad idea to keep selling partially with a stop around 108 and potential target around 97 and 95. All right. So that is the story as we move into the New York session 2 for dollar index. And if we go by pound, I think I took the wrong one. We've already done the chart here for the FXCM. And for the first time in quite a few more many trading sessions, pound is now beginning to cut loose on the south side. But you know what? We need to see a serious, a meaningful decline coming through the 700 mark or the 2700 mark. All right. Just wanted to have a look at what AUD. Just a moment. Okay, so that is also declining, but I think the risk assets are just about taking a break. Let's go back to pound where we've got trading interests already. Just wondering what the other risk assets associated with the metals are doing. I think they are also pulling back. So I think possibly the yellow metal should also be pulling back. Let's have a look there in a moment, please. If you look at the wave structure for pound, the wave structure is clearly indicating minute wave 1, minute wave 2, 3, potentially complete, and now we're looking for a minute wave 4, uh, which would be followed ideally by minute wave 5 towards the 3200, 3300 mark. All right. And on the second hand, if you want to enter fresh on the buying side, please, then it is recommended to wait. We are right now 29.43. We are 200 points away from the ideal price where we should be buying. Maybe you can divide the equity into four parts, and on each 50 points drop, we can take one portion. That way, we are not left out of the trade, and we are not buying at one price, so we are not stuck at one price as well. Stop loss goes below 28th February lows, and that is around 2550 or 20. You can just place it around the 2500 mark. All right, the 38.2% is just around the 2710. So I wonder if it's going to drop that much, because pound has shown quite a bit of resilience, and I mean on the north, on the south side, it's not giving up that easily as what euros and the what euro would be doing it. If you look at the RSI, yes, the RSI is nothing but diverging, and it's diverging, and it's also dropping low. Actually, it's turning lower already. So it's good to see that pound is beginning to cut loose on the south side. I'll tell you what, you can keep an eye on the RSI, brothers. It's trading around the 58 mark right now, and drop towards 40. I mean, RSI trading around the 40 region, and price action dropping towards the 27 or mid 2700 would be an ideal situation where we can go long again. So just to revise, the Euro USD, we are looking to buy around the 725, 750 zone. Dollar index, we are looking to sell around 105 zone, and pound, we are looking to buy around the 2700, 2715 zone. All right. Now, going forward, let's have a quick look in gold, because we've got positions there active. We've sold around the 16 mark. It's only 500 points right now. But if you look at the structure in gold, we've already done that, but just a revision. Wave 3 of minor completed uh, around the 2780s, and wave 4 followed around 2536, which has been readjusted. We were expecting prices to drop much lower earlier towards 2500, but we've adjusted wave 4 to have been complete, and thereafter it's going to be 5 wave rally at a minute level, the minute degree, where we've got minute wave 1 complete, expanded flat. Now this is an expanded flat. Minute wave 2, minute wave 3 completes around 2957. Possibly we are now within minute wave 4 and wave C of a minute degree within minute wave 4. All right. So that's the story which we are looking in gold to unfold. All right. Now, if you are already holding shorts, which we have been doing in the last 2 3 sessions now, then it is good to remain on the short side, please. The last stroke we took around 29.16 when we were there in the Tokyo Sydney overlap, and possibly if you're just joining and if you want to take the short positions, you can do that, but your stop loss would go around 29.60, a potential target around 28.10 or 28.20. All right, so that is what it is. Now, if we look at the hourly chart a bit closer, this congestion is slightly confusing because it might be indicating there might be one more high left. I'm still, because that is a three wave down, and if it is five wave rally, then it's a truncated wave C, which normally happens and hardly happens actually. So it could be wave one, two, three, and expanded flat. I mean triangle wave four in the making. Possibly one more push towards the 29.30. I mean, I would not rule out that possibility completely right now. I mean, prices dropping or rallying towards the 29.30s, that would be more ideal as a potential short entry point with a stop around 29.60 and a potential target around 28.10.15 levels. All right, so just be prepared if that's a triangle wave 4 in the making, then there could be one more high towards the 29.30.31 before it all reverses lower again. All right, so that's the story in gold. Now we've got Bitcoin. We are out of the long positions early morning today. But tell you what, the price action which we are witnessing right now, as we discussed in the London Times as well, this could be a leading diagonal which might be just completing. I think wave 3 is not the smallest one, so I think we are good with the leading diagonal structure here. That is the structure, all right. And if this is correctly identified, then please wait for a corrective drop. I think at least it should drop towards 81,000, or it can drop towards the 61.8% as well. And the 61.8% is coming around the 79,000 mark. All right, and around that 79 or 80, 81, I think we could go long now, and maybe I think I'm going to remove a few of the retracements just to clear up. I think let's get rid of the. All right. Okay, let's take an extension now. Do you see that it's going all the way through the 94, 95 zone? So that would be an interesting one. Really, let's plan an entry around the 81,000 mark between 79 and 81, and the stop loss ideally goes just below that 76,000, and possibly we are rallying towards 94, 95, which is the 61.8% as well. Right, so it makes a lot of sense. So I think we are good to remain. I think we can. I'm going to send a signal right from, because 83 and 75. It's around 8,000 points of risk, and 83, and so it's about 10,000 or 12,000 points of reward. It should not be a bad idea at all. All right. If you can set a limit order around 81,000, it would be even better. A limit order to buy around 81, or between 79 and 81, maybe you can put it around 80,000. Stop loss around 75 and targeting around 95. That would be more ideal actually. All right, so that's the story in Bitcoin. I think that is an aggressive trade though, but I think it's okay to take that calculated risk because we've got a we've got a motive action now, motive wave now, and that makes a lot of sense actually. All right. All right. Next is I think Solana. Solana, if you want to go long, I think let's see if we can do that. But Solana has, it's not exactly a leading diagonal. It could be a corrective three-wave rally as well, but technically I cannot say that it is not a leading diagonal as well because it is not breaking a rule here. But I think it's wave one and then wave two and then maybe wave three or wave C is unfolding. So it's good. We don't see a clear five wave, so it's good to remain sideways in Solana. It's not going to hurt us actually. And on the US 30 and other indices, we've got to wait because we've taken profits already. We have got to wait for the corrective rally to unfold. But you know what? I don't think it's going to happen very soon, anytime. Possibly we will have to try and take another sell call somewhere early around the 42,600 mark, because if this is wave 3 termination, I think we're going to witness wave 4 rally, and then we are going to turn lower again, possibly towards 37,000 mark. All right, so those are the stories for the indices, metals, and currency majors. Let's bring it a pause here now, and we'll be back again in a few hours during the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Until that time, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.